This is how Sharon got lost in London. And it was very fortunate that her company gave her a cell phone that would work in London. If she didn't have that cell phone, I don't know how she would ever get home. Anyways, this is how it happened. Well, we were staying at the Millennium Hotel, which is about right in here, and I would walk Sharon over to the convention, Earl's Court Convention Center. And we'd walk through here, and this was the entrance, and she would go in, and her convention, her show, would last the entire day. So I took off, and I would go walking around London taking pictures. But my job was to meet her here inside the building in the vestibule, or whatever we want to call it, because at least it was warm there, because this was a January. Kind of cold in London, maybe about 30, 35 degrees. So I'd walk inside, and I would tell her all the time, come outside, not come outside, but come into this hallway, and I'll be waiting for you. Well, I did that about 3 times, and we met up, and then we'd walk back together because I knew how to get back to the hotel. But this one time, she got mixed up and come out another exit. And she got turned around, and then I think what happened is she ended up on this old Brompton Road. Then here's the hotel up here, and then she started walking down this Finborough Road. Well, I waited and I waited for Sharon, and she never come out of the Earl's Court Exhibition Center. So I went back to the hotel, and I was hoping that she would call me. Finally, she called me, and she said, help, I'm lost, and I can't find the hotel. I said, well, are you near stores? She says, oh yeah, there's a lot of stores around. Well, go in and ask some of the people in the stores where the Millennium Hotel is. And she went in the store and asked where the Millennium Hotel is, and look, also from here to here is all it is. And nobody knew where the Millennium Hotel is. I said, well, go in another store. She went in another store. No, nobody knew. So she was stuck. Now, it's not like she could get a taxi, because you can't get a taxi in London at night. There's no way. So I had to figure out what to do. I had her on the phone. She was calling me on her company cell phone. I said, okay, go outside and tell me what street, the name of the street. Find the street sign where you're on. And I think she said like Finborough Road. I said, okay, start walking and tell me what's the first street you come to. And then she said something like, oh, Redcliffe Square. I said, okay, make a right turn on Redcliffe Square and keep walking until you get to Redcliffe Gardens. And tell me when you see the sign for Redcliffe Gardens. Okay, she said, I see the sign for Redcliffe Gardens. Okay, now make a left and start walking. And she'd walk. I said, now tell me when you see a sign for Old Brompton Road. She says, oh, I see the sign, Old Brompton Road. I said, now turn right and walk down Old Brompton Road. And she'd go along down Old Brompton Road. And then I said, now tell me when you get to Bina Gardens. She said, oh, I see Bina Gardens. I said, okay, make a left on Bina Gardens. And she made a left. I said, keep walking. And now tell me when you get to Weatherby Gardens. She said, oh, I'm at Weatherby Gardens. Okay, make a right on Weatherby Gardens. And she walked along. And I said, now tell me when you get to Gloucester Road. And she says, oh, I'm up at Gloucester Road. Now, I hope you see the Millennium Hotel by now. She said, oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, great. I'm back. Well, anyways, that's the story of Sharon getting lost in London. And if she didn't have that cell phone, I don't know how I'd ever get her back. This is how I talked Sharon back from the hotel. I got this tourist map, and just this section right here was where we were dealing with. I tell you, if I didn't have this map and she didn't have her company cell phone, she probably would have ended up staying in London, getting a job, and having to apply for British citizenship. That was a video of Sharon walking in the street on a dreary day in London, and then the last shot is her in the underground.